All right, we are in our attic. We just discovered this GFCI actually doesn't have any power. So whoever ran this Romex to this heat trace, it's 27 degrees outside right now. Whoever ran it to the heat trace had good intentions, but it's not on. So we've already traced the circuit and starting to break the joints off now. In case you're wondering, the answer is yeah, I've got multiple open joints with no boxes, covers, or just all kinds of craziness going on in my attic. Make sure you get a home inspection. Bought this from my buddy. I'm an electrical inspector, so I didn't even bother with an electrical inspection. I already knew it was up here, and I didn't want it to hinder the buying process, so we just waived the electrical portion of the inspection, and here we are. So what I didn't know is that this thing does not have power, and that's the heat trace. So we are going to have to do something about this. Now, we've got our Knipex here. We also got our Wiha hammer. Check that thing out. I have to leave a link below for that. Soft face, so you can put in the little wall anchors, and then you got the business side of the Wiha hammer. It looks really nice. A little bit overpriced, but it's low profile, and electricians don't really need hammers. Now, we know the power's off. Let's see if we can get this joint undone. You know, even though we modified them, they are just not the best for taking apart twisted joints. Now, I didn't twist these, so at least we saw a quality twist in here. But you know what? I'm gonna have to. I thought I'd chime in here. You can see where these just are not taking apart the joint that good. I got a lot of questions about why do I even have to twist the joints. Keep in mind, it's existing and you're coming into a situation you never know what you're going to find. So even if you can just use the wire nut to twist the joint itself and not have to pre-twist, you still run into scenarios where you still need quality tools to be able to untwist the joint. So these are out for me. If you like your Knipex, that's up to you. But after running into this and them just not doing very well in this joint, the Knipex are basically dead to me. We do have a little bit of insulation up here, and look at that, dude. We got shark bites in the freaking attic, so we have to get the heat trace on. We don't have a choice at this point. Somebody put shark bites on my pipe, and the heat trace don't work, so double whammy. What we're gonna do, this was the intention, was this to get hooked up somehow, and it never did, so we're gonna cap this off for now. We already know it's dead. It never had any power. Cap it off, put a box on it, and then we're gonna extend this up to a new location box that we're gonna set right here, and two birds with one stone. We'll be putting all this crap in a box and then tying this in. So here we go. All right, first thing, I need a real pair of pliers. Hey, can you bring me my Kleins? I gotta get real Kleins up here, not the fake ones. Okay, so we've already checked power. We're gonna unravel this thing. Someone wrap this thing around a stud like a crazy person. We have already checked the power with our stupid stick here. Now, I don't trust this thing, and neither should you. So, oh look, it just turned off after I turned it back on. There, it's on. Wrong sensitivity mode can sometimes trick you into thinking this thing is still... It turned itself back off, man. Now I really don't trust it. Also, look at the wire nut. There's no way these wire nuts are going to twist themselves on. A lot of people say you don't need to twist wires before you use wire nuts. Well, if you're not using the right wire nuts, you absolutely got to twist your joints, especially with these pieces of crap. I don't even know who makes them, but they are terrible. Okay, we got our fluke meter. Got a video coming out on why you should not use a fluke meter for troubleshooting, and might surprise you guys because fluke is known for quality, but it's just not the case here. Now what we got to do, we got to go hot to neutral to make sure that we're safe. We're getting 0 volts there. Go from this hot to this neutral, and we got 0 volts there. And then we do want to make sure our leads are plugged in, so this will tell us continuity. So we know our leads are plugged into the meter, and that's about as good as we can get. We also go to the ground, but I've already checked this circuit. Just trying to show you guys how to do it right. All right. There's no way we're going to reuse these joints, so we're just going to cut this for speed. And also, so we're not trying to reuse joints that have already been twisted and been sitting here for years. You're better off getting a new copper. Absolutely every time. Let's see what this joint looks like. Damn, actually pretty decent. So you can see the difference. It's gone. I was going to show you the joint. If I could rewind it, I could show you the shiny copper underneath the wire nut versus this oxidized stuff. That's one reason why you want to cut to new copper, because you could have oxidized wire. Okay. Got plenty of slack here. Oh, it goes to that junction box. Okay. Well, that's going to be a mess. Let's just do this. Chop this here. Now how we really know the power's off, by cutting these in half. That's a good indicator too. Man, you can hear the wind coming in. We're going to chop this right here. We needed to extend this up here, but it just wouldn't reach. So you guys can laugh if you want. Frankly, I don't care. Now, what I'd usually do is I would use my clients to beat that on here. But we spent 40 bucks on a fancy hammer, so why not? But before we bang this in, let's see how the claw works. Oh yeah, it does claw things just like a hammer. Don't spend money on tools that you're not really going to use. This is more for the channel. It is really cool, and it is really a short hammer. So we got to see what tool bags we can fit this in. But really, I just wanted it for the name brand. It sounds kind of stupid. It is stupid. You probably don't need this hammer. Go get your DeWalt from Home Depot. Okay. What we got to do, we got to knock. My hands are starting to shiver up here. It's kind of cold. Oh my gosh. Knickknacks, come on. There we go. We did it. I'm going to put one in here. And then I'm going to put the other two in the other hole. You hear it go whoosh. There we go. Now this doesn't have any finger joints to hold the actual Romex. And make sure that we got our wire stretcher in full effect here. I think my fingers are going numb. Yeah, I'm shivering. Cool. That's pretty terrible. Get up and around like that. Not a fan of the double on the outside, but that joint ain't going anywhere. Broke my own rule. Usually never touch the copper on anything that's ever been energized. I'm gonna go down there and turn on the breaker and see if this thing explodes or not, because I didn't wire the receptacle. Maybe we'll see some sparks. All right, you got them on? Let's try out this piece of crap. It's only 4%, 6%. It's probably not on yet. Please be wired correctly. Hey, I got some power. No, that's good. See, this one here. It says 3%, so it's not actually on. In case you're wondering, it's off. So watch. Off. See. That's why I don't trust these hot sticks. Oh, another reason why you don't trust the hot sticks. Okay, let's bang this thing back on here. Well, you couldn't see me bang it, but it works pretty good. It got it done, and actually, it's pretty end level. That's kind of surprising. Okay, put a box on this, even though I think it's dead. It'd be interesting to know what the temperature of that cable is now, so I'll get my infrared camera and check it out. If this video doesn't sell heat trace cable, I don't know what will. This is in my attic. Never mind the mess of wires here. You can see on P1 there, we got it's 54 degrees here. The insulation is 41 degrees in some places. And if I take off this insulation here, it's kind of cool because you can see the heat trace in action. I don't want to take it all off, but yeah, you can really see it just light up on the temperature there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got our GFCI here we just wired haphazardly. Got to put a junction box on that, and the whole time I actually thought that cord was connected, and it's not. That's actually not energized at all. Got to put a box on that. We got to put a cover on that, and I got to put a cover on this receptacle. When I bought this house, I thought that this GFCI had power the whole time, but it didn't. And now at least we've got some power on for these plugs. Gotta go Home Depot, go get some covers and stuff. I can't feel my fingers right now, but yeah. How cold are my hands? My hands are always cold, guys. 67, the warmest. My fingers are 55 degrees. Jesus, 50 degrees on the freaking tips of my fingers. I tell you, my fingers feel like they're 50 degrees. What about this one? These feel colder. That's crazy. Yeah, look at the tips of my fingers, man. My feet get cold too. I wonder if you can see my damn toes in my boots. I bet you can. See my freaking toes in my boots? Freaking cold. Okay, enough messing around. We'll see you guys. This is the Thermal Master P2. Really good camera for your phone. For any phone, any Android. We'll see you guys.